Well, hey guys, welcome back to the cabin. It's winter is over here. We're just moving into spring, and I'm all done with the snow removal this year, and I was just thinking about that. And for you guys that are new to the channel, I got just over a mile of road that I have to look after to get back here into the cabin. So today I was thinking about the winter we just had, and man, it was a winter. It started off a bit slow, but we got a pile of snow here. Anyway, so it kept me busy all winter, keeping the road clear to get in and out of here. And anyway, so I thought what I would do in this video is just show you the equipment that I use to keep the road clear. And while I do that, I'm going to answer some questions, because I always get a lot of common questions about my equipment, especially the tractor. So I'll try to answer some of those questions, and then I'm going to throw together a whole bunch of video and kind of like a montage of the entire winter, and so you can see what it looked like down here at the cabin. So let's go. So I have three pieces of equipment that I rely on down here. One, of course, the tractor. Two, my rear blade. And three, my snowblower. So the tractor, it's Kioti. It is a DK45. So it has 45 horsepower, 37 at the PTO. Four-wheel drive, it's 2008. And I bought this tractor at that time. It was a demo model. It had about 50 hours on it. I got a really good price on it. I was kind of deciding whether I should go with a Kubota or whatever. I was kind of back then I was a little nervous about the Kioti brand. I really didn't know a lot about it, but I took a chance, and I don't have any regrets. So for anybody who's wondering, I mean, all I can do is say that this Kioti tractor has served me very well down here for 10 years. And I do everything with this tractor. You know, I log with it, I snow removal. Like I said, I got a mile of road to look after. I got gravel, chipping, you name it. I do it with this tractor. 10 years, and so far it's worked amazing. The only thing I do is I do all my own maintenance, and I make sure all the maintenance is done, the standard maintenance, but I've never had a problem with the tractor itself. Never. Another question that I get is 45 horsepower enough? And the answer is yeah, it's all kinds. I was kind of worried about that too. The tractor I had before, it was a Massey Ferguson, an old 165, had 65 horsepower. It was a lot of power. Nice tractor, but it was old. It was a beast, but it only had two-wheel drive, and yeah, I wanted something a little newer, more modern, four-wheel drive tractor. So I ended up going with the Kioti, and 100% satisfied. 45 horsepower. Like I said, it's done everything I've wanted to do out here, and I've never had any problem with power. And I've moved a lot of snow, and I've hauled out some big logs. So yeah, nope, no worries about the horsepower. As a matter of fact, this tractor is an HST, so it's not a geared tractor. It's a hydrostatic transmission, so it just works with hydraulics. So you have a high, medium, and low range. And I have never had to put this tractor into low range for anything so far in 10 years. I put it in high range if I'm just traveling on the road. I use medium range for any work. And yeah, I've never so far had to put this into low range for anything. So yeah, great tractor. Lots of power, no problems. Another question that I get is, do I wish I had a cab on this tractor? Well, sometimes, yeah, I wish I did, and why don't I put one on? Well, Yeah, it would be kind of nice sometimes plowing snow and stuff, and you're not out in the elements. But I prefer a tractor without a cab, and the reason is because I'm in the woods, and a lot of times when I'm going down through the woods, I find it a cab just gets, it's just something to get beat up and broken, and I've seen them smashed up and windows broken and all. You know, you're going to hit trees, you're going to hit branches. It's just inevitable when you're down in the woods. So I don't bother with a cab for those reasons. The other thing I like about not having a cab is you got a lot better vision around the tractor. So when you're sitting up in the tractor seat, so when you're sitting up here like this, it's a lot easier without a cab. If you want to, you know, lean over, if you want to look down, you need a better vision. You can look all around. And I just find that a lot, I find that a lot more practical out here in the woods. And yeah, so I think a cab would just be something that's going to get in the way and probably end up getting broken. So, and obviously I have some chains on this tractor. I put these on last year. These are Trygg Ice and Forestry chains made in Norway. And man, the difference these chains have made in my tractor is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. They're a little bit pricey, but they're really nice chains. They're really well made. I think they were about $850 US, but worth every penny of it. It changed my whole winter down here. It made snow removal so much easier. Yes, I got by for 10 years without them, but now that I have them, I would never go back. Never, never. So the next thing I have a rear blade. It's just a Kioti brand rear blade. It's not really top end, but it works. It's functional. And I use it to clear the road because it's easier. I just drag it behind the tractor and clear the road. And I use that until there's too much snow to move, until the banks are too high. And then I switch over to the snowblower. And this is the snowblower, the Beast. This is a 1974, and it's been around a long time. It's seen, well, one time it was in bad shape a few years ago. I had to actually take the whole thing apart and rebuild it. And when I did, I repainted it. So right now it looks pretty good for a 1974, and it still works good. The only thing I wish it had 4 paddles. It's a lot better in the heavy wet snow, but other than that, it still works great after all these years. And I hope to get quite a few more years of service out of it. Yeah, I couldn't do it down here without that snowblower. All right, that's the equipment I use down here. Like I said, I got just over a mile of road that I need to keep clear. So enough talking. Let's look at some action from this winter. This is the front bucket on the tractor, and I have a cutting edge on it. So I'm just going to keep the bucket at an angle, about like that. And I'm going to put the loader in float, and I'm just going to push that right down the road. I think it's picking up some. The winds are really starting to pick up. The winds are blowing really hard now. We'll see how this goes on the tractor. Oh, 1 mile down, one more to go. But on the way back, the wind's blowing the wrong way, so it's really blowing everything right back in my face, so it might be a long mile. Anyways, we're having fun. There, so that's all I'm doing basically. I'm just I'm just breaking those banks down and giving the water a place to flow down into the ditch, because as is, with those frozen banks on both sides of the road, there's nowhere for the water to go except stay in the road. But now that I have these breaks in place, the water will, hopefully this will all start to melt off and go into the ditch, or at least some of it will. All right, let's get back to the cabin, and I'm going to take the snowblower off and put on some pancakes. Well, all right, I'm going to end the video there. Hope you enjoyed the video. We did have a lot of snow here this winter. It was a tough winter, but you know, it's over now. I'm kind of going to miss it in a way. Winter is one of my favorite seasons down here, but I do look forward to spring. Spring is it's a nice time of year, except for the black flies. Don't like the black flies. I could do without the black flies, but that's all right. It's all part of it. And anyways, we'll see what next winter brings. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're new, subscribe. If you don't mind, give me a thumbs up. Leave me some comments below. Comment about anything. Tell me how your winter went. And I do appreciate all those comments, guys, because I love reading them. I read every one, and I do my best to reply to everyone. Sometimes I don't get them all, but I do try. And yeah, thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time back here at the cabin.